Good morning, my friends, and welcome. In today's video, I thought I would just see how much I can read today. If I'm being honest, lately, I have not been just like sitting and reading that much. One, life has just been busy. Two, sometimes when I go to like sit down, I'm not feeling motivated to read, and I'll pick up my phone, I'll scroll, you know how it works. But the goal today is to read as much as I can. I will say, when I wrote out my to-do list, I thought I had more time than I think I actually do because my list is pretty long, but hopefully I'll be able to eke out some reading still, and who knows, maybe this will be humbling. Currently, I'm reading The Women by Kristin Hannah. I took the dust cover off because I hate dust covers, but I'm honestly almost done. It's taking me out, you guys. This is a tragic book, as all of the books by her are, but I'm loving my time, and maybe I'll even finish this today. I was on page 417 this morning. I read a little bit this morning, but I'm planning to go walk on the treadmill, and hopefully I'll just get a lot of reading done there, because what else am I supposed to do on the treadmill? You guys, it is negative 25 degrees right now. I cannot make this up. I think there's a high of negative 10 for today, so it's a great day to just cozy up inside with a book. So I was walking for like an hour on the treadmill, and I read 10 pages. I'm kind of embarrassed to admit that, but at least I got a little bit done. I am already a slow reader, and then on the treadmill, I'm just snail's pace reading. And I was kind of getting distracted at the end there. But I got a little bit done, so there's that. Y'all, I was productive today, and I got my laundry in, and I did some cleaning. So, to reward myself, I'm going to plant myself here and read for a little bit and try to pick off some more pages. I'm currently on page 452, and like I said, I'm hoping to finish this today, probably either today or tonight. I don't really have a whole lot left, but I'm loving this book. Has nothing to do with page count, but let me tell you, all of Kristin Hannah's books, I just eat them up. I love a sad book, and these are just right up my alley. I'm planning to just read for a little bit, and we'll see how far I can get. This might be totally lazy, but this book is really big and heavy, so I'm going to use this little book holder thing. I am struggling. Oh my goodness, Kristin Hannah. Well, that was something. I'm on page 461, so honestly, I didn't even read that much, but dang, got a little teary there. Hello, you guys. It is now nearing time for me to clock out for the night, but I was just reading for a little while. I actually did finish The Women, and my goodness, what a great book. I am planning to give my thoughts and feelings about it in more depth in my next reading wrap-up, whenever that is. So stay tuned for that. But I did start After the Funeral by Agatha Christie. If you know me, you know that I'm an Agatha Christie fan. I've read many of her books, and truly I find every one of them enjoyable. Are all intriguing, and she just does so well writing mystery novels. I respect her so much, but I will say I've kind of drawn away from thrillers a little bit in the last year, but I honestly still love her books, and it's a great like filler book kind of when I just want something quick and light. And like I said, she's just a great author. I have read 13 pages in this book so far. And then I didn't mention this, but I read 51 pages in The Women. I finished at page 68. So currently I'm now up to 64, which is not bad. And I mean, these pages are obviously small, so I don't know. I feel kind of bad counting them as a whole page, but 64 total. It is a little bit hard to read this book and to want to read this book because The Women was so good. I'm now like, I didn't want to finish it, and now I'm just not. I'm not excited as much about my new book, but I'm still planning to read a little bit more tonight and see what page count I can get up to before I go to bed. As good as The Women was, it is very nice for my hands to be able to hold just a light little book like this. My goodness, they were struggling with that big hunk of a book. Hello, you guys. It is now the next day, but I wanted to wait to see the total number of pages I could get last night. And I ended up making it to page 17 in my book After the Funeral. And then, like I said yesterday, I read 51 pages in The Women. So a total of 68, which isn't bad. Again, these pages are pretty small, so I feel like I'm going to be able to read them faster than The Women. That was a pretty big book, but 68 pages is not bad. I will say, I think I read more than I might have if I wasn't filming this, because filming this kind of motivated me to read when I was feeling more like scrolling and that kind of stuff. Honestly, a pretty good day as far as my standards go, but I don't read a whole lot of pages on an average day, so I know that may be like a small amount for some people, but for me, it's a win. Thank you guys for joining me on this short little reading vlog. I will catch you in the next one.